everyone, welcome to Tea Time with Bev. I hope you all had a great weekend, and for today we are going to continue our relationship series, and our topic is men to watch out for as a Christian or as a woman. And we're gonna go ahead and continue with another version, women to watch out for the men out there who are, who are in a relationship or who wants to be in a relationship or who are seeking to settle down. So we are not gonna take long and daddle. We're just gonna zoom right in and start. So the type of men to watch out for. The first one is the unbeliever. The unbeliever. And the reason why we're going with that version is because I personally believe that it is always best to be with somebody who you're equally yoked with. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who don't share the same beliefs. And I feel like that's it's gonna create so many issues and a problem because you're going this way, that person is also going that way. What do you think, Quinn?
Yeah, I think you're right on the point. And sometimes equally yoked too means more than just spiritually. You want to be on the same page with a lot of things. Your viewpoints. What kind of life you want in life. Your values should be the same. Just a lot of stuff in life should be on the same page, and not just because most of the times some of us Christian, we just take it like, okay, once that person's a Christian, I'm a Christian in that
right
sense. But really, there's more to that,
right?
We all have different viewpoints, we have different standards and values and all of that kind of stuff. So this, I think that's what equally yoke kind of applies to.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And like what Quinta said was so important. Just because someone is saying, I'm a Christian. Okay, if they're a Christian, do they really have a relationship with God? When was the last time they went to church? They prayed, even picked up a Bible. What are their standards, their values, their morals? How do they treat other people, their own family? So these are like certain things you can look into. Like if you can't just say with your mouth, I'm a Christian, but then your lifestyle depicts something totally different. Your lifestyle is saying otherwise. So ladies, I wanted to share this Bible verse with you. And this particular Bible verse is taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. And it pretty much just says that, do not be bound together with unbelievers. Other versions say, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And it says that, for what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness? So the Bible is even warning us, as Christians, to be wary. Like, be very, very careful that you don't get yourself in a situation where, because many times, as Christians, you're like, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm strong in my faith. But then do not underestimate the power of the world, okay? It will draw you in, because think about it, there are things in this world that are pleasing.
You can't change somebody.
You can't change nobody. I feel like if you're not careful, you yourself will change.
Yeah.
And instead of you thinking, oh, I'm going to pull this person to church, I'm going to take this person to church with me, before you'll be rather pulled out. Yeah, that's how strong, because the Bible would not be warning us if it was that easy. It was that simple. Another thing, too, to be careful of is the players. Would you take over that one, Quinn?
Players.
To watch out for the playboys.
What will it be? Will it be like, people that are not serious yet? They're still...
Playboys. I'll say lacks commitment to one woman. So they may have this woman they're seeing, and they'll be having other women they'll be seeing. So they'll be seeing like 2 women at the same time, 3 women, 4 women. Some even see multiple women.
How do you identify that though? Like if you come across a guy that's doing that kind of stuff, how would you know?
I would know, because that's also, there are always signs to look out for. There are always signs to look out for, as in, okay, for example, he doesn't want to take you out during the day. You are in a relationship with this particular guy, yet he doesn't want you calling him certain times. Doesn't want you to take care, he doesn't want to take you out during certain, like, okay, oh, at this part, this time of the day, this person is not available. Or you even see it. Look, there is some women who know this person is in a relationship. And then they'll still willingly be in a relationship with this person, knowing that he's a player. And there are certain men too who they have women or they are married, yet they will knowingly seek other women, other relationships, knowing they have somebody. They will seek other. Be very, very careful. I heard of one story where men who are married, they will hide their rings and pretend they're not married to seek women. So be very, very wary. If you get any side, you always know, you always kind of sense like, okay, this guy, he's kind of like unavailable. Why? If you're two people coming together and you want to be in a relationship, why are you unavailable at certain times? Why do you behave? Why are you keeping secrets? Let's say you've been together for 6 months, a year. It doesn't introduce you to his family. It doesn't really open up to you. It's hiding things.
True.
And then be very careful not to fall into that trap where it's like, you know what? He'll leave those, or he'll change. He'll leave those women and come. Child. Be careful.
Talking of that, that's just, because there's some people too, and I will put this out there on the other side of it. Sometimes you come across certain guys and they're like, yeah, I'm going through stuff with my girlfriend. I'm trying to get over stuff. Our relationship is not working, blah, 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 all this stuff. Like, they're feeding you all this information. It's you that I want to be with, it's not this woman and stuff. Like, once
girl, I got that too.
That there's a woman on the other side.
Run! Run! Drop your stuff and run. That's all I'm gonna say. I had a guy approach me saying, oh, he was in a relationship. He really, really likes me, wants to be with me and stuff. He's having, his girlfriend is having issues and da-da-da-da. Why are you pursuing me when you have another girl? Why not break up with the person that you are with and then come tell me you like me or whatever? Yeah. Why are you coming to tell me you like me, you want to be with me, knowing that you have somebody? And if you are having issues, why not take care of those issues before you try to pursue someone?
Yeah. And most of the time, situations like that, you will realize that the guy will end up with that same girl, that
same girl that they don't like. They supposedly, that girl is giving them a hard time. She's this, she's that. They end up marrying that same girl. What's up with that?
Yeah.
And then if a guy tells you that and you know he's in a relationship, do not fall for that's just lies. Run. Because he's not serious. Yeah. He just wants to play around. Yeah. He's not serious. A man who's serious. Exactly.
Somebody who has no attachment. Who
exactly.
In themselves, they're like, I am actually looking for a wife. I am seriously praying and searching and preparing myself for a wife. And as somebody who wants, okay, well, this person is nice. I like you, very nice. You seems like a really nice person. But then again, you attached somewhere else, and it's just a whole ball game that is
whole really drama that you don't need or want. You don't need or want. So be careful of that. And that leads me to my second type of men to avoid, and they are the liars. Okay, they are the liars. And we're going to read Proverbs 12:22. Proverbs 12:22. The Lord detests or hates lying lips. Okay, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. So if you're somebody you're not honest, you're constantly lying, deceiving people, you're somebody that the Lord pretty much dislikes. So as a woman, why should you settle with someone who is always lying to you?
Yeah.
Never honest with you. He says one thing, does another. He'll be here, he's over there.
Yeah. That's like a relationship that is being built
on a false foundation.
With lies. It's like it's gonna crumble.
Yeah.
It will crumble. And when it crumbles, no matter how much, because sometimes when, people find out about stuff and all of that, then it's a whole mess. And then they want to start stuff all over again. So I'm like, how do you even want to start stuff all over with all that baggage. Like, how do you get rid of that? So, the thing is, don't even start something when you feel like there's that trust issue, or you just feel like there's something fishy. This person is not. I don't think, because that's just gonna crumble.
It just will crumble, and that's just the way it is. All right, leading us to the abusers. Ladies.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Spiritual abuse, oh God. Be careful of the abusers. Many a time, if you meet a man who cannot control his temper, many a times there are some men who will hide it very well. They won't show you that side of them until you're like really deep in the relationship, then their true colors will start to come out. For those type of men who don't really come out, study the way they interact with their family, their friends, those around them. How does he talk to the people around them? Is he respectful? Or does he talk to people anyway? Does he treat people anyhow? Because mind you, the same way he treats other people, especially those he doesn't like, you know what I mean? Just try to learn, pick up on those habits. And if you see those signs, you notice those signs, don't think, oh, you know what, it's okay, because most of the time you just play around like, it's okay, it's not a big deal. And so you become a punching bag.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
Those times when they just need to get help, not be in a relationship, get help. Because you should not be laying your hands on any woman. If you have anybody. You know what I mean? Like, go get help for emotional help. But ladies, beware of abusers. Okay, verbal ones, physically, beware.
Even emotional ones, they abuse you emotionally. And I feel like a lot of people, go through that.
Right.
But just because...
Yeah, make you feel low, you're worthless, try to bring your self-esteem, your confidence down. You don't deserve that. You deserve better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the addict. Meeting somebody who's addicted to alcohol or drugs. Do I even need to speak further on this? Beware of men like that, okay?
Sometimes too, you meet people and they say they like social drinkers. So... But
yeah, then you gotta ask, is it like once in a while, you drink? That's not someone who's addicted. And that's someone who's addicted who is someone who cannot live without this particular source of either it could be alcohol, some type of drug, or herbs. Be careful.
Yeah, and what I was trying to say was like, when they say social drinker, obviously, 1-2 glasses and stuff like that, that's fine. But then everybody, even the addicts themselves, they will say,
I'm not an addict.
You know what I mean? So it's like, when you come across people and say social drinker, you really want to get deep into that, find out what do you mean by that, and also just watch how that person kind of react with alcohol, how, like, do they feel like they actually have to have alcohol to function, or to be in certain environment, why are there reasons to why they drink, do they want to feel some kind of way to be able to get through something, or it's just, okay, we can take a glass of wine with dinner or something. So those are some of the things too.
Yeah. So, which leads us also to the bums. Someone who is lazy, doesn't want to work, doesn't want to do anything. Ladies, even the Bible says, okay, and I will quote from 2 Thessalonians 3:10, if anyone is not willing to work, okay, they must not eat. This is the Bible. If you're not going to work, and yet you expect to be fed, you expect to be taken care of, come on. At this age, no. Be wary of those type of men. Like I said in one of my previous videos of like the one should a woman take care of a man. This particular person was married to a man who did not want to work. So she would work, come pay the bills, do everything while he just sat at home, did nothing. And ate, slept, did nothing. Do you really want to be with a man like that? who will not support you.
There are people. Sorry, I said there are people.
Who would want a man like that?
There are people. I mean, people have choices.
Yeah, but like, well, I mean, if you are a millionaire, you are well off, and you want, you know, you feel like you have the means to take care of a man, by all means, if that's your cup of tea, go ahead and drink it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about women who you are working hard to make ends meet. Okay, you are working hard for that bread. And then that hard work, that sweat, you're thinking of somebody who doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Just wrap your mind around that.
And I don't really think it's all about, the money or, you have to work or do something. But just the fact that you have a man that is willing to go out and serve, because technically that's what you do when you work. You go out and you provide services. So, and to have that interaction with other people day by day, I feel like that's also something that, makes a person grow.
And even if, like, I feel like, even if they chose to stay at home, my thing is, don't stay at home and, like, play video games. Don't stay at home and, like, sleep all day, do nothing. If a man is still, because there's some women who, they want to work, don't want to stay home and be, take care of the children. So the man will stay home and care for kids, which is perfectly fine if that is what the two have agreed upon.
Right.
Maybe she makes more, or whatever the situation, or maybe he's not well and he has to stay at home. So there are situations where it's like, if the two couple have come together and made that arrangement because that's what works for them, it's fine. But we're saying, if you are like single, okay, and you are dating before you settle, and you notice the person you're with, they always are coming to ask you for money. They never work. They can't hold on to a job.
Red sign.
Read those signs. And pray into it. If you're still not sure, pray into it. Okay? All right. So this leads us to the narcissistic man. The man that is in love with himself. If you're the man and he spends more time in the mirror than you,
or has more shoes than you,
okay? He goes to the gym, he's taking pictures of his bicep, every time he posts on Facebook. Ladies. Okay, so be careful of those men. All right? And then we have the man child. And there's another word that I'm going to use it. The mama's boys. Okay, the man child. The man who, let's say you have a 40-year-old man still living with his parents. Still living with his mom. His mom cooks for him, clean. I've seen it. Cooks for him, cleans for him, does everything for him.
not responsible.
At all. Doesn't take responsibility at all. Doesn't want to do anything.
Scary.
Because I know a particular person who got involved with such a man. And what she's going through now, they even got married. What she's going through now is not even funny. It's really heartbreaking. So some of these things, don't just take it lightly and overlook these things.
Just imagine when kids are involved in that
Kids are involved.
relationship.
Kids are involved now. And she's
Pretty much doing everything.
there. So be very careful when you make your decision about what to look for in a man. You want someone who's hardworking, okay? You don't want somebody who they like to take things for granted. They like things just easy, like feed me. They don't want to do anything. Okay, so this also leads us to the user, and Quinta is gonna take that one.
The user. People who just want to use you every way. I mean, I'm talking emotionally, physically, financially, socially, like. But yeah, these are people that, they're always asking you for stuff. Hey, babe, can you get me?
Can you do this for me? Can you do that?
Hey,
but they never.
And
never
also, there's
help.
some of them that they will not openly tell you, like, can you get me this? Like, I'm going through some really tough time. Like, it's just so hard. I don't have money to, they make the situation feel so bad and then feed on your emotions.
Because I don't know, if you're in a relationship with that person, you want to help. You want to be a good
you don't want to be in a
girlfriend.
relationship with somebody that's always sad all the time. So you want to be able to
cheer them up, help them out. Is a human instinct.
Yeah. So there are
people
that
will take
will
advantage of it.
Play with your emotions like that, and it's just really sad for people like that. People who do
they
those
will use you dry.
Yes, before you know it,
I call them the leeches. They will suck the life out of you. All the good stuff, they just suck it out. So be careful.
And you can't be happy in that kind of relationship because you feel like you're always working on solution. Solution for who? Somebody else, not even
your own self,
right?
Yeah.
So
it's probably like you're living for that person.
And that's
so, ladies, the users. All right. So the last one you're gonna go over is the control freaks. Can you like take over that one?
Well, pretty much, people that want to tell you what to do, how to do, whose responsibility is what, and all this kind of stuff, and prove that they are the man. And this is really common with our African, society with the men and stuff like that. They always, I'm the lead.
I'm the man. I'm superior.
So, my finance is what it is and all that kind of stuff. But, we don't really want to kind of be in that kind of relationship just because it downsize the other person, because I believe like when two people come together, they're sharing a lot. So if you can't share what you have, if you can't bring it and put it up to the table, how is your relationship gonna grow? How is your marriage gonna grow if it's just one person saying, well, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna do it. So
because even in 1 Peter 3:7 that says, this is to the husbands, to the men, okay, that in the same way be considerate as you live with your wives and treat them with respect. Treat your partner with respect. So just because you are the man doesn't mean you have to look down on the woman or treat the woman anyhow. So if you are in a relationship with a man and he doesn't let you have any say, your words are pretty much garbage. You know what I mean? You don't have any room in that relationship. You feel like you're suffocating.
Some of them they even tell you what to wear, how to look like, when, with who.
And I mean, it's good for a man to give his opinion like, oh, no, honey, that style doesn't look good on you, or, maybe this will look better. It's good to have, for a guy, because that shows how much he cares about you, he's interested. But then it's totally different when that person is like, dominating everything, where it's like you have to wear this, you have to look this particular way, by force or by fire. That's what we're talking about. Like, be careful of that kind of like controlling man, because if he's that way when you're in a relationship, when you're going to marriage, hey, good luck. They're gonna be putting what do you call it? They put this tracker things on your phone. I'm telling you, because I've met women who have met these type of men. They will put this.
Every move.
Yeah, they'll put like a tracker on your phone or something that will like track who you talk to, how long you talk to that particular person, track the number of people who you call. When you leave the house, they want to monitor your every move. Come on, is this a relationship or is this prison?
I feel like that kind of person actually needs help.
Yes.
For real. Because
they won't be watching out behind us, so you gotta watch out for them. That's extreme.
Yeah, because it's a human being. I mean,
because if you don't trust, why are you with me? Why you gotta monitor every movement?
Right.
Everything I do. Ladies. So this is what we wanted to share with you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description box below. Also, if you know of any other type of men to watch out for, leave it down in the comment section below. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.